Greetings, YouTube. The doctor is in. Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Marvel Contest of Champions. And it is time to beat the duck again. However, we've got some new objectives. We got our mystical egg objective. Complete the cosmic omelet Egg-Celsior quest with a mystic champion tagged as small or medium or large. And with this one, we're going to get 100 cosmic egg relic innate stones, which we're going to use, of course, on our egg that we've got. So, again, we have to be very careful how we're doing this because there is a special node on our Howard the Duck that is here. And let's take a look at that node because it dictates who we should or should not use in this, or what champions we're going to take. And the first one is Imperial Defiance. Defenders are immune to the effects of Nullify, Stagger, Fate Seal, Buff Immunity, Neutralize, and cannot have their buff ability accuracy modified. There's a bunch of Mystic champions that do Nullify, Staggers, Fate Seals, Buff Immunity, and Neutralize. So if we use those, we're not going to get to do anything at all with them. However, there are a bunch of Mystic champions that do stuff when the opponent gets a buff. So, I've got a little note here, and as you saw on the thumbnail, we are going to be using Paviter, Spider-Man, and Kushala for our small size, and they both get extra abilities when the opponent has buffs. We're going to be using Spiral and Diablo for our mediums. I was thinking about using Symbiote Supreme, and then I looked at the Imperial Defiance, and I was like, nope, that's not going to happen. Now, we do have a couple of choices. If we edit this, we have a couple of choices of medium-sized. So there is Spiral. Wiccan, it does some neutralizes. Symbiote Supreme does some neutralizes. Dr. Doom does staggers. American Chavez is a choice. Diablo is a choice. Nico Minoru is going to do immunities. She has a buff immunity, and you can't use that, so she's not going to be any good. So I'm going to go for Diablo just for I'm going for Spiral, but I'm also going for Diablo just for the kind of resiliency that he's got. And then for large, we're going to do Werewolf by Night. And I was thinking about Rintra, but I think we're going to change that, which means I'm going to have to change the thumbnail, because Rintra has a neutralize, and that's not optimal. So we are more than likely going to go ahead and use Shathra and or Purgatory. And I think I'm actually going to go with Shathra. So we'll go ahead and use Shathra. So it's going to be Paviter, Kushala for small, Spiral, Diablo for medium, and Werewolf by Night, and Shathra for the large. All right, so let's get into it. And let's start with our smalls. And we'll start with Paviter. All right, I have a 7-star rank for Paviter, who is Awakened. We're going to go ahead and hit Begin Quest, and we're going to get in here, and we're going to see if we can solo this. If we can't, we're going to try and get away with a minimum number of revives. See if we can do this with 1 revive. Okay, and we are going to boost him out. So let's use one of these 25%. Let's use a 15%. And I have a whole ton of 30%. And I don't think... What do I have for Mystics? I don't think I've gotten any of these Mystics. If I do, we'll put those on. I have a... Okay, I have 150. So we'll use that. Yeah, I know what it is. And I've got an 8%. Okay, so we'll trick these guys all out. All right. So we want a special 2 on this. I want him to use his special. There we go. All right, there we go. Oh, yeah. All right, we blocked him. All right. Oh, we didn't get it. What? Ah, I got hit. There we go. That time we got it. No crits, though. All right, we got it. Oh, are we going to get it? I don't think we are. Oh, wow. Look at that solo. That was fantastic. So, Provider definitely is one. We ended up with 6% health. No revives. That was a definite solo. So, Provider is definitely one to use. He does a lot of, like, he does some power manipulation. So, he is going to, I saw some power getting taken away from him. He does some burst damage, lots of buffs, so he gets to do all his stuff off of buffs. So that was pretty good. And I think that gets us the... Indeed, there it is. So we can claim that. And we can also claim the mixtape. So let's go ahead and claim that at this point. And right now, we went ahead and claimed it. And right now, we've got... several of these. If we look in our inventory in other, we've got several pieces. I've got 2 mixtapes, and I have I thought I had a coat. Oh, I don't have the coat yet. Nope, and I got the coat too. So we've got 2 mixtapes and the coat. So we've got 3 pieces for the Star-Lord. All right. So now we are going to do this with Kushala. So let's get back in it while our stuff is going, and we're going to try and do this with Kushala. Now, this Kushala is a rank 3, not a rank 4. But we are going to go as best as we can into this, and she's going to put some incinerates on the duck, and we're going to try and do special 2s and special 1s, and we'll see how it goes. So that's a thing. All right, this is going to do a lot. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. All right, let's do... He's taking a lot of damage right now. Shouldn't have done that. We want to get... Ow, ow, ow. That is... Oh, man. This is going to be close. Ah, another solo. There you go. So she's pretty good. We ended up with 5% health, but it was all of that soul barb damage that did it. That was pretty good. So that was a really good solo. So there's your 2 smalls right there. All right, our first medium is going to be Spiral. So let's see how she does. So far, so good. We've gotten away with like 5%. Having that power gain buff on makes all the difference in the world, and we still got it going for all those buffs are going for quite some time. Makes all the difference in the world because you need to be able to do special 2s. So, and we got hit. And we got hit again. Alright, that's going to do some damage. And... Alright, there we go. I knew that was coming. Got him. Okay. That's not what I really wanted, but... Alright, here is our first medium champion, and it is going to be Spiral. We need to get up to a special 2, and these power gain boosts that I have on for these are making all the difference in the world. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, boom. And I've already gotten... Wow. That sucks. I didn't want to do that, but... Okay, that was nice. Got to get in a rhythm. There we go. Now we're in a rhythm. All right, let's do that. And it comes right out of the bat. And you can't charge this guy. Nope. All right, we got 56%. We're going to go ahead and use a revive. I didn't get in a rhythm. You got to get him back in the corner. And we've got some of these that are getting ready to go. You have to get him into the right corner. And You got to keep him there, and you got to keep him using special ones, not special twos. And I got kind of greedy there, and we also didn't get him in the corner. And our boosts are looking good. And that power gain boost that I have for Mystics is great. So every time we block, come on, dude. You suck. And I keep doing that. And I gotta stop doing that. And I shouldn't have done that either, but... he's got a ton of power gain. Come on, dude. And he won't use his special either. Come on, there he goes. Got him. Nice, but we're going to get him with this. That pushed him back a little bit. There we go. Oh, how did I get hit there? There we go. Oh, and we died again. She just does not have the damage output for him at all. But, you know, okay, this will be 2 revives. That's perfectly fine. We're only going to use... I think we only need to use a 40% because he's at 80,000. She just doesn't have the damage output, unfortunately. Okay, I can afford to push him back. There he goes. There we go. Okay. 2 revives. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right. So that was our first medium. Now it's going to be our second medium, which is going to be Diablo. So we're going to edit our team. And we'll bring in our rank 4 Diablo. He is a medium right now. I actually think he's a rank 3. I didn't get him to rank 4. We could get him to rank 4. And so this Venom the Duck can take poison. And we're going to be trying to do a special 3 and then a lot of special 2s. And that... all right. Let's get him pushed back a little bit. Okay. I am comfortable with that. Okay, here we go. And he's down to 81%, and I'm still... so he's going to get a whole bunch of poisons. I didn't want to do that. And I'm okay with that. God, does that stink. That's fine. All right, we're going to hit him with this. And we're going to push him now. Boom, boom, whammo. I knew that was coming. Oh, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt a lot. But we can hit him with this. That's going to hurt too. I don't think. Nope, we're not. Yeah, there we go. That hurt a lot. Come on, dude. I think we got him. There we go. There's another solo. Diablo did it, and Diablo gets so much health. So much health. All right, so we got solos with Paviter, Kushala, and Diablo. Spiral, I would recommend against Spiral. Okay, next one we're going to do is Werewolf. All right, here's our first large. And we want to make sure that our boosts are still going. And really the most important one here is that one. The rest of there is a boost that we do need to put on. The rest of them are no, that's still going. It is. Okay. So the rest of them are not necessarily needed. Okay, we're going to push him back now. And this is perfect. Because I can push him back. And we can put all kinds of stuff on him. Why is he not howling? There he goes. We're going to special 3 him at this point. He's taking tons of damage. And I want to see what percent, okay, of damage he's taken from. Oof. From all the degens. really need to get out of here now. Oh, my God. He is blasting me, and I'm taking degen damage, too. And he won't... Look at that. Look at that. He won't use his special. All right, I'm going to go ahead and use this. He will not use his special. Oh, what is going on with the game? Lot of numbers coming off this. It's causing my game to really kind of lag. All right, we're going to have to use a revive on this one. Here's a last one of those. He was taking a bunch of damage from all those degens. A bunch. Which is great. Okay. And we did get some regeneration. Nice. Come on, dude. That hurt. I hit him there. God bless it. All right, we're going to hit him with this. Oh, there he goes. Okay. One revive. Almost a solo, one revive. So the next one, this is probably going to be the most difficult one, and that is going to be Shathra. All right, here we got Shathra. Let's get into it. So we're going to be doing special twos on this one as much as we can. And we can steal some power, but this is because of the getting caught in the corner stuff, that is going to be kind of hard to do. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Got him. What? Gotcha. Nice. It seems like we could almost do that a lot. If he doesn't hit me. Oh, why did I do that? Well, I got him there. Got him. That was a mistake. Oh my God. Almost. We almost had him. I made a very consequential error, but we got through it. Almost. We almost made it. But here we are. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm just going to go ahead and do a 20% revive. And we're just going to throw down some freebies here, just 10, 11 of those, and that, I mean, that should be it. Essentially, that was a solo. If I hadn't made that mistake, we would have soloed him. He's got 31,000 health left. We're just going to kind of go through that. I'm going to back up, and I'm going to get blasted. Okay. There we go. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. So there are our six in total champions. 2 smalls, 2 mediums, 2 larges. All done. There you go. Our champions are Paviter and Kushala that are small. Spiral and Diablo as medium. Werewolf and Rintra as large. The solos were Paviter, Kushala, Diablo. Spiral, I just don't think Spiral's got the damage output to do it. It's that's to be a really long fight. Werewolf, one revive, and our last champ probably would have gotten it. Shathro probably would have gotten it, but we got it in the end. And so there you go.